on EA Sports.
Nothing.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Colts 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking for Campbell downfield. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd down. Here's Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On the run, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun is Eason. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
James Robinson.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Shark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So we have come to halftime, and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Let's see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 43-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now Taylor. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. He's at the 50, 30.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The give to Taylor. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That is caught at the 7. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 3rd quarter here at Indy. This is 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
The kick is good.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, Robinson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On third down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Back now in Indianapolis as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's Wentz to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Draw play. This is Hines. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
the third down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
To try again after the sack. Wentz looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Tyson Alualu. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. From midfield, here's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Number 83, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets this up past the 30. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Jacksonville, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.